Wow. Okay. I thought you'd come up with something wittier or funnier than that one. Like mom jokes. Are we in like 1997 or what? What's going on here? Where did she immigrate from? Retardistan? Holy. This is our college education system, man. God damn. All right. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm a big fan of the podcast.
Hey, how are
I
you?
just had a couple questions that I'm just kind of curious about.
Yeah.
So you said a little bit earlier that like high value men are like celebrities and athletes and stuff. Like, what qualities makes them high value?
Well, I didn't say that, but you know, I've also give some prerequisites, right? Some rough prerequisites, because it's case by case, obviously. I would say income, your net worth, the people that you're associated with, your title, you know, the ability to have other things in place, being in good shape, being an intelligent individual, being competent. These are some things that, you know, are obviously very important to have.
Also, you also said that most women like set up divorces, but who is most domestically violent towards women?
Surprisingly, it's actually women.
It's not.
Yeah, no, actually, no. So check this out. The highest domestic violence actually occurs a lot of the times between same-sex individuals who are women. And then the other thing also that's interesting is, because they did a whole meta-analysis on this, what they found was when there's violence only going one way, where one partner is beating on the other, it's typically women to men. They're beating on the man. But when it's, but the majority, obviously, of like domestic violence is they beat on each other. So it's two-way. But when it's only one party attacking another, it's the woman to the man most of the time. So, you know, I think that's a misconception that a lot of people have where, you know, people think that, oh, men are just beating up on women or whatever. It happens, but I don't think it's as prevalent as people try to say. And, you know, this is like feminist propaganda to push certain things out and get certain legislation going or whatever. But the reality is that it's really the women that tend to be more violent with that stuff because women don't have a proper concept of violence. I'll explain this, right? So, see, the thing with men, right, is when men deal with each other, there's already inherent respect to a degree because we understand that we're capable of killing each other, right, because we have the physicality to do so. Women don't understand this that much, right? This is why, like earlier, I'll give you an example. When I was out doing the thing, the people that were heckling me the most were women, right? And the reason why they did that is because women don't understand the concept of violence and consequences, repercussions for talking shit because women don't get punched in the face by men, luckily, right? But men do. So if you say the wrong thing to a guy, you know that there might be a physical confrontation that can end your life. Women don't understand this concept for a multitude of different reasons because, you know, obviously we live in a civilized world. Men don't really attack women like that, which is good. Women, when they do fight with each other, they're weak, so who cares? So in general, women don't have a proper concept of violence. So this is why they tend to be more violent because they don't understand the consequences and ramifications of it.
But who commits more violent crimes?
Men do in general, for sure.
Yeah, and it's against women a lot of the time.
Well, it's actually mostly against us.
Oh, it is against other men
It's
because
against
men are
us.
like a majority.
Yeah.
It's men, yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, but men also create the world that you live in. Like, there's going to be pluses and negatives, right? So I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, men commit violent crime. They do, but when they do, it's typically against other men. And, you know, there's going to be really good with really bad, right? Everything was pretty much invented by men. I actually did a double check. Why women didn't invent Wi-Fi, man? I went ahead and looked that up, and I was like, what the hell? Like, they did not invent Wi-Fi. So, proves my point. Women don't invent shit. But, yeah.
Okay. I just think that's, like, kind of crazy to bring up during, like, domestic abuse, like, awareness month and, like, sexual violence awareness month.
The truth is the truth.
Okay. Okay.
Regardless of the month. I mean, if it was Black History Month, I'd make fun of black people, too. I don't care.
Okay.
You know?
That's just crazy.
So, there's a black stereotype right there. Loud black woman in the back. Literally
What's up, bro?
fulfilling the stereotypes.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, and it was loud. You laughed and it was loud. Thank you for perpetrating the stereotypes, Shaniqua.
Couple questions. Where's Fresh?
What was that?
Where's Fresh?
Where's Fresh?
Yeah.
Definitely not with a Shaniqua, I'll tell you that.